All right, good morning. Today is the day. We're finally going to pull anchor and head across Lake Michigan. I don't know how long I've been back here. Maybe a week. I'm not sure. I'm really bad when it comes to trying to keep track of time. But I got a lot of stuff done back here. I ran some new wires. I put in another power drop in the pedestal. You saw that. I fixed a little receiver step thing over there by the companionway. Oh, and I installed a new hatch that I had made years ago. I've been lugging around above the bed, so now I can lay in bed at night and fall asleep to watching the stars. Um, Meal prep's done. I got made a bunch of stir fry yesterday and threw it in the refrigerator, and got all my laundry done yesterday, and that's that. I'm gonna pull anchor here, get underway here in a minute, and the crane yard is not actually in Chicago. I thought it was. It's actually south of Chicago. And I can't get diesel fuel here where I'm at, and I can't get diesel fuel at the crane yard. So I have to sail somewhere south of the crane yard tomorrow. I'm gonna sail all day today, all night tonight, and most of the day tomorrow. There's not much wind out there now. And then I'm gonna find fuel south of the crane yard, and then head up, get the mast pulled, and motor down the loop. But so that's that. I think I'm ready to go. I'm excited. It's been a week. I hope I remember how to sail. We'll find out. I kind of want to enjoy my coffee, but I can't do that. I gotta go. All right, guys. See you. Okay, people are wondering how my anchor's rigged up. So I have this bridle, and this is it's just a rope, 3-strand nylon rope. It's got flex to it. It's got give. The chain has no give. So that's got an eye on each side, and it's hooked to each side of the boat. It's probably, I don't remember, 25, 30 feet long. And then that takes the strain off of my windlass here, so the chain's not pulling on it. And what I have it connected here with is a Dyneema soft shackle. Now, I've been using this one here for a month, and we had 53, 55 mile an hour winds for 2 days over the weekend, and I could hear this. Let me show you here. I could hear this thing sliding like this, just chewing it up, and it's supposed to have amazing abrasion resistance, and it looks just fine to me. Yeah, so that's working out just fine. So that's how the bridle, that's called a snubber, by the way. Bridle, snubber to the chain. All right, we're off. We are motoring through this little channel, and there's Lake Michigan in front of us. There's the lighthouse you saw when I came in, and we were anchored back there in the lake. And have the sails up here in a minute, and we'll be heading across Lake Michigan. All right, finally, sails are up. It's gonna be slow. It's gonna be slow. Based on this speed, my computer there says 3.5 days. Yeah, hopefully the wind picks up a little bit, but I know it's going to die in the middle of the lake, so there's probably going to be about 40 miles of motor and right dead in the middle of the night. But that's, it is what it is. But there you have it. We just took off. You can see the, I don't know if you can tell, there are hills in the background, but that's Lake Makatawa, I think it's pronounced. Let me go out here, and the boat's covered in mud. The boat is covered in bird poop. I got attacked by swallows. I had, I bet 150 swallows on my boat. I couldn't get rid of them. I kept scaring them off. They kept coming back. Yeah, I got mud everywhere up here. Yeah, just when I come up here, I hit some waves. Yeah, it's a muddy mess up here. I got to wash the boat off. See if I can extend this. And I get an alarm once I come up here. Well, we gotta go deal with that. Find you later. All right, so it's 2:15. I had to drop the sails and turn the engine on. The trip computer said arrival at my destination something like 14 hours and no 14 days, and it was 14 days and 16 hours to my arrival. It's like 14 days. So I turned the motor on, or the engine on. The wind it's going to pick back up, I think, at like 3 in the morning. It's going to pick back up, so I'll be sailing then. But I did take advantage of the light winds. We sailed all morning at about 3 knots, maybe 2.5, 3 knots, I think, just real light. But I had a lot of fish activity at just over 100 feet, and I suspected that was salmon. And what I understand about salmon is they stop feeding at 3.5 miles an hour. So I threw some controlled depth rigs in the water. We get back here and spin the camera around for you. And I'm fishing about 125 feet. Again, I'm no longer in the school of fish, but you never know. I'll keep the boat about 3.5 knots for a couple more hours before I crank her up. It says I'll be at my destination in 24 hours at this pace, but you can see how the rods are bent over. This one over here is not cooperating very well. I've had to pull it many times, and maybe it's a drift. When I was sailing, it was just didn't feel right. But yeah, I haven't done controlled depth fishing in many years, so that was a little refresher course there. I put slide divers, I don't even know, 10-12 feet up, 15 feet up from my my lures, and I adjust the offset and the depth, and you can see it's pulling the rod pretty tight as it pulls the bait down to 100 plus feet of water and off to the side of the boat. It steers off to the side of the boat, and then when a fish hits it, it's like a mousetrap. It trips, and it's got little rods on it. It unlocks and it slides down to the bait, and there's no resistance for me to retrieve the fish. So enough about that. But it would be nice to possibly catch a 60-pound salmon. That would be nice. So that's it. I'm back in the doldrums. As you can see out there, it's just flat, calm, no wind. I kind of figured that. So hopefully we'll get some sailing videos in the middle of the night. There is a ton of shipping channels I have to go through. I thought it was going to be one. I don't know if I can show you on here. Well, yeah. Let's zoom in on this, if we can. Shipping channel, shipping channel, shipping channel, shipping channel. I'm going right through all that in the middle of the night. That's going to be me. Chicago's over here. I got to cross all those. It'll probably be, I don't know, a little after 2, right before 3 a.m. when I start getting over here and crossing all that. So that'll keep me on my toes all night, and we'll touch base then. Whoa, it's kind of rocky. This may not be a good idea, I don't know, but I set the hammock up. I told somebody one time, well, many times I guess, if you can lay in a hammock, smoke a cigar, and drink a margarita, you're a better sailor than I'll ever be. That's all there is to it, guys. That's it. Oh, most exciting voyage ever. It is dead flat. Well, it's not flat. It's got these little, I don't know, little swells kind of rolling me around. I changed position on my hammock, so now I'm kind of sandwiched in between the wheel here and this frame. Oh man, I can see where I'm going. I gotta take a nap. That way I can be alert tonight when I hit the shipping channels. So, oh, you're looking at it. I made water. Tanks are full. I pulled my lines back in. I swapped lures. I ran my slide divers about 40 feet back from the lures, threw them back down. Now I'm in the middle of nowhere now. I'm not fishing structure or anything. I'm just kind of farting around. It looks like rain out there, but I don't think it is. I think it's kind of foggy or smoky or something, and it's a light coming through because the radar is not showing any rain. I don't know. This is it. People got a couple emails about more sailing videos, So you're looking at it. Sailing video. Here it is. No, I really don't think the wind's going to pick up. It's going to rotate. It has gone almost all the way around me now. It started on my port side this morning, and it has clocked all the way around, and now it's back behind me on the starboard side back here. And I think when it clocks back around again to my port side, I think it's done for the night, if I recall. And then I'm going to raise the jib, and I'm going to sail downwind all the way to Chicago. So that's the plan. And that's it. Stay tuned for more exciting adventures. Look what I found. Ooh. Oh, good. Oh. You hearing this? Look at my drag. Can you see it? Watch. Ooh, ooh. You ever seen Jaws? Tighten it up a bit. Yeah, I can just sit back here all day, stare at these guys. Best seat in the house. Killed the motor for a bit. I keep calling it a motor, it's an engine. I killed the engine for a bit. I got the jib up. No main. The wind is directly behind me, so I think I came off of it, I don't remember, 8 degrees, 10 degrees to get the jib up. And I don't want to go wing on wing at night. I don't feel like messing with it. The wind has not done its final clock yet. It's going to go around me one more time. So just giving it a break. I got the best seat in the house, if you can't tell. Hold on. These little fold-up chairs are so cool. This is it. You know, it's not very adventurous right now because all I'm doing is moving the boat. I'm just moving it. That's all I'm doing. And I knew years ago that it's going to be the worst 4 or 5 months of my life. It's just going to be stupid. Doesn't matter how bad the weather is. I gotta go. I gotta move it. I gotta do it. I'm on a schedule. Once the boat's down south, it's on like Donkey Kong, man. Oh yeah, Yeah, I want to be jumping around from shipwreck to shipwreck to reef to volcano. It doesn't. I'm gonna be all over the place. It's not even gonna be funny. But now, I'm just moving the boat. All right, this is it. I kind of figured it was going to be a very slow sail. I don't know what I'm doing. I might be doing 3 knots. I doubt it. I don't know. I could be. But that's it. I'll leave you guys to the sunset. Good morning. Real light breeze, only going a few knots. There's Chicago in the background. I'm slowing it down here for a bit. I'm going to take a shower, make some water while the water's still good out here. Maybe take a nap and then speed things up here in a bit. All right, Thursday morning. I slowed the boat down. There's still no wind, but I slowed it down quite a bit. I took another shower. Found some more laundry I forgot to do, and I didn't want to get too close to shore. I wanted to make more water before I did that, so I slowed the boat down quite a bit. And I'm all done. I'm ready to rock and roll now. You can see under the sails there, that's Chicago. So I'm going to roll the jib up and motor in, speed things up. I got to go find fuel somewhere south of Chicago and go from there. I think the fuel, well, where are you at? You're over here. It's going to be, that's Chicago. It's going to be over there, I think, where I get fuel. I'll look on the charts. All right, the hammock's working out just fine. We're getting closer. I think I'm heading this, I don't know, town over here. Not sure what that alarm was about. There's Chicago. Better view. Little lighthouse right there. That's it. Be at the crane. Well, no, we're going to get fuel first. Be at the fuel yard. Getting fuel here in about an hour. Stupid. All right, so I'm heading to Chicago, and I'm trying to find the fuel yard or the fuel dock. And apparently I marked the wrong waypoint on my chart plotter, and so I found it. It's an hour south. So I just fired the engine up, revved it up pretty good. We got wind on the side now, so I'm going to go ahead and put the sails back up. But yeah, so I was going the wrong way. I guess it happens. I don't know. I got plenty of time though. But so there's Chicago in the background. And now we're going to go away from it. We're heading south now. Can you see that lighthouse back there? No, maybe not. That lighthouse is falling apart. It looks like it's condemned. You know, there's piles of, half the building's gone. There's just a chimney standing there. The lighthouse is still there. I don't know if it worked or not, but it is giving off a horn. Every 10 seconds it sounds a horn. I went right by it. That's when I realized I was going to the wrong waypoint. But we got to figure it out now. I'm gonna raise the sails. We're gonna get on it. All right, this leg of the journey is almost wrapped up. I just entered the river. There's Lake Michigan. I just entered the river. The first bridge is already up, the CSX bridge. Down there around the corner, you can just make it out. That is the 92nd Street Bridge. I already contacted them. They're going to open up when I get there. And we're going to tie up at the Crawleys and get my mast removed tomorrow. Woo! Leg one almost complete. Leg one's almost done. I just arrived at Crawley's Yacht Yard to get the mast removed. They're going to take it off at 7:30 in the morning. I'm going to go get my packages that I had delivered here. I'm going to do a grocery run, and I'm going to pressure wash all the bird poop off the boat. And these guys are going to start taking the mast apart first thing in the morning. Getting ready to pull her. There it goes. Motorboat. That's it.
Just a little swing in.
I'm very curious how she's gonna handle without the mast on. I'm gonna back up out of the way.
I have the pin in my pocket.
That took 4 hours. Yeah, it took 4 hours to get all the rigging off, get the sails off, and then pull the mast. Now the work's going to begin. The cockpit's completely filled full of the sails. The sails go with me. Stack sack goes with me. And then I have to take the radar, remove the radar, and mount the radar on top of the hard top. They have the wind transducers removed, VHF antennas removed. So I need to get the anchor light off on the top of the mast, mount it on top of the hard top. Again, take the radar off, build a wooden frame, strap it to the top of the hard top. I'm surprised to see the rake in the mast without it. Well, I guess it's still got the upper spreaders on. It's holding the rake. That's it. I got to go up there and mark the threads on my upper spreaders so I can somewhat get them tensioned when I get the mobile. Boy, look at that anchor. She's pulling her weight. Boat's a mess. I'm going to pressure wash it here in a minute. Everything in the world's in the cockpit. that's it. I'm officially a motorboat for 3 or 4 months. This thing is enormous. It's so big on the ground. So let me show you what I got going on here. I'm doing a full inspection on everything while I got the chance. Had to go through and mark all my threads and to mark everything so I get a good starting point putting it back together. So these little set screws twice have fallen out on me, so I took them all out and Loctited all of them. And these little guys right there, so they're all tightened up, Loctited now. And I got a pull. This is a self-leveling radar unit. I'm going to disconnect it here, take it off, and take these bottom bolts off and mount this to my hardtop. So I got radar. Enormous. Let me get to it. All right, there's the radar. Zoom out a little bit. There's 4 of these little screws, like every 6 feet. So there are tons of those little set screws I had to replace and Loctite. Got a bunch of spares. Well, they're going to pull all the pins, take the spreaders off, take the interstays off. You can see the pre-tension rake to it, the bend of the mast, maybe not. It's got a heck of a bend to it, and that gives it sail shape. It's done on purpose. So when we put it back together in Mobile, we'll have to put the spreaders back on, run all the rigging, and pre-tension these, and it gives the mast a bend. And also these shrouds here bend the mast this way. These cables here bend the mast this way, and you get all that set up on land, on the ground, and then you pick it up and put it on top the boat, and then you use the all the spreaders down there to adjust it left to right. And what you do is then you run a tape measure up this line, and you run a tape measure to both sides of the boat as you tighten, these cables here. You tighten these cables here, and that pulls the mast left to right to center it up. No, not these cables. Where are they at? These cables right here. Yeah, they're already taken off. Too many cables. And this is the track where the head sail, the jib, goes in. This is the track for the mainsail here, and this is the track for the jib. All right, I'm gonna go mount the radar, mount the anchor light, and run power lines to them. All right, I'm absolutely spent. I'm gonna drink a ton of Gatorade. I got hours of putting away tools. I can no longer access the V-berth. I can't get to my scooter anymore. All the sails are in there. I got dry mouth. The battens in the fiberglass rods for my sail sack, my lazy jacks, They're what, I don't know, 15 feet long. They're taped in a big bundle. They go all the way, you'll see them eventually. They go all the way across the top of my sofa. They've already scratched the heck out of the wall. They go all the way across the nav station, all the way up into the, it's just, the sails weigh a ton. They're big, heavy offshore sails. So I don't know how I'm gonna get to my scooter. I'm gonna have to rearrange things. Take about a month, get the sails out, and then get the scooter out and put things away backwards. I don't know. All right, don't poke fun. Don't poke fun. I took a lot of thought to get this up here right. So check this out. I'm gonna turn the camera around. I didn't put no step on there. It's taped up under here. I just put extra plastic on it. Threw some shot weight on there. So that's where the mast was. These are all messenger lines to run my rigging back through the deck into my clutches. So check this out. All right. So I had to rig this up. Let me zoom out for you. I had to rig this up so it wouldn't pull forward and it wouldn't pull backwards and it wouldn't pull to the sides. That's why the lines are crossed. And it's good, it's rock solid. And I got it elevated in the back so it's level. I ran VHF cable out. I ordered that. I ran a SMA reducer here. I have about 6 antennas and I couldn't get them mounted, anything mounted. This one here is magnetic. Again, nothing's magnetic, but it's telescopic. And I also got little stubby antennas that go on there as well. I'm going to be in the river, so I'm only going to broadcast 2 miles tops. That's it. So it's mainly just my AIS is all it's for. And yes, check that out. I didn't know how to mount that. It's probably too short, so that's why I left it kind of long. That's a pool noodle. This is my anchor light on a pool noodle. There we go. Sorry. Anchor light on a pool noodle. There's the radar. There's the anchor light. You got to have these things. And I'm going to be in the river system in fall, so it's going to be foggy. And what I did is I just ran all the wiring together. And, excuse me. I have a whole bunch of these. I love these little things. If you can order these on Amazon or something with the banana clip on them, they're so handy. And one of them's the anchor light, one of them's the radar. I can also put them together, and I have a outlet right here for it. So that's it. I'm a makeshift motorboat. I imagine the windage is going to be way less. It's going to be a lot easier to handle, but it's going to rock a lot more. I think that the mast up there creates a lot of stability. And I think that's going to, I'm going to lose that. Oh, I also got, this may work, it may not work, 2x4s. Wish I had 4 more. Where I feel I'm going to hit the lock wall on both sides to keep me off the lock wall. If they don't work, then I got kindling for a bonfire. So I'm going to put something on this, maybe a pool noodle, because that right there, it's going to break my toe. I know it is. There's the boat without a mast. So leg 1 of this adventure is complete. It's wrapped up. I'm here. I have to cover this up as well before I forget. That's going to bust a toe right there. Ouch. Leg 1's complete. I'm in Chicago. Mast is off. And tomorrow morning, I am going to fill up with water. And I need to measure the boat. I'm curious how tall I am. I'll clear that. But that's a crazy looking bridge, isn't it? So all those pulleys and cables, and that's concrete counterweight right there. So it lifts the railroad track straight up. It's pretty slick, and it operates all the time. It's constantly, it must come up 30 times a day. Neat little contraption. I would imagine it's a lot of maintenance though. So that's that. Leg 1 complete. Leg 2 is going to be the loop from Chicago to Mobile, Alabama, and I'll put the mast back on there.
get a shot of anchor light.
All right, guys. Good luck.